It is not wrong to say that God talks to us through the universe. The universe and God, it's an entity that is almost inseparable. The universe shows us things that God wants to show us. And since God is a spirit, He will not show us directly, rather, use the universe to show us those things that we need to know about. The universe is merely a link from us to God. So if we know that the universe is part of ourselves, we are part of the universe, we are in the universe, so that means that we are part of it. So if you get to understand the universe, you will know exactly the logic behind all these creation stories, the Big Bang Theory, the evolution theory from the apes, and that people came from the water, all those kind of theories. You will get to understand that people are actually from the water because 70% of the human body is water. And you also need to know that as within, so without. There is one of the symbols which is like the Star of David. That symbol is composed of two triangles, facing the opposite direction and linked to emerge together at the center. So that symbol, y'all need to know how to differentiate between the Illuminati symbol and the symbol of the Star of David or the symbol of the Hermetics. Now, Hermeticism is one of the doctrines that come from Kemet, which is ancient Egypt. When we look closer in these theories, you find that there is one rule which says, as within, so without, as above, so below. What you see inside yourself is reciprocating or reflecting to what is outside of yourself. Do we know that the way you are inside, it reflects from the outside? And do we know that you can only perceive somebody only to the level that you perceive yourself? Some people say you cannot remove a speck from your friend's eyes if you cannot see the speck in your eye yourself, because that speck that is in your eye is going to distract you from seeing the speck in somebody's eyes. Actually, you cannot see a speck in somebody's eyes if you have a speck in your eyes, because that speck is going to obstruct you from seeing that the other person has a speck in their eyes. So, which is the reason why we know that you can only meet somebody at the level that you met yourself. So if I've met myself at the level of 70%, I understand myself 70%, I understand myself 90%. That percentage that I understand myself is exactly going to be the percentage that I'm going to understand another person, my neighbor, my enemy, my surrounding fellas in my hood. I'm going to understand everybody around me because I understand myself, which is the reason why self development is a core value that every person needs to embrace. It is not only men, but it applies to women. Now, let me tell you something. We have a part of ourselves that we do not need the words to know about, and we have a part of ourselves that we cannot hide. We all know about the Johari's windows, or we can say the Maslow's triangle of hierarchy. Some things point to us and show us the actual characteristics of a human being.